What's going on YouTube? X-Man 1991 here. You got to excuse my appearance on this video because I wear a hat when my hair looks like this. All nappy as hell. But I will get a haircut tomorrow as soon as I get off of work. So this video basically just, more talks on Robert Kelly and Mystikal. If you thought my last video about them was crazy, oh shit, you ain't seen nothing yet. So this was all on TMZ yesterday, talking about Robert Kelly released a new album called I Admit It. And to be honest with you guys, this was bootlegged and this was leaked. Somebody must have gotten hold onto his music. And even if he did put that album out, I don't give a fuck. That album is fake. It was on Apple Music and Spotify for after 5 hours. They pretty much took that music down. And even if the album is real, I'm not buying that shit. I'm not buying it, and I'm damn sure not going to do a review on it. And even if Mystikal puts a new album out, I wouldn't buy that shit either. Even though he ain't put a new album out for the past 21 years. But if this Robert Kelly I Admit album is real, this might be his first album in 6 years. He has not put out an album since 2016. Because I know, before he went to jail, I know this nigga recorded 100 songs before he got locked up and before the Surviving R. Kelly documentary series came out. But yeah, his music has been removed from my playlist since 2016 when I started having an iPhone. And I have not had his music on my playlist since because I really don't give a fuck. I'm like, how this nigga put a new album out in jail? I mean, he's not the first artist that has put a new album out in jail. Keith Murray released an album while he was incarcerated. Boosie, who's one of those whack-ass rappers supporting Robert Kelly, he put out an album when he was incarcerated. Who else? I'm not sure what other rappers put out an album while they were incarcerated. I know Keith Murray put out an album when he was locked up. Boosie put out an album when he was locked up. Lil Wayne put out an album when he was locked up. T.I. put out an album when he was locked up. And Robert Kelly spoke from prison talking about that he did not put that album out. And this album had nothing to do with him. And even though I can't stand this nigga, he might be right. That this album probably had nothing to do with him. So anyway, let's see what this nigga has to say. I know this nigga not singing, bro. Really? Yeah, that's what this nigga had to say. He said he ain't got nothing to do with this album, and you know, he could be right on that. It's kind of like when they were putting out a lot of Tupac albums like after his death, and they were pretty much releasing previously unheard verses from Tupac that we never heard before between 1991 and 1996. But other than that, if the album's real, I ain't gonna buy that shit. Because I don't even listen to this nigga's music anymore. It's been a year since I retired listening to his music after all the shit that he's done to these girls and these women. I mean, he's already been sentenced to what, 30 years in prison? This nigga is done and over with. As for Mystikal, Mystikal has done this trial. I mean, Mystikal, he's been doing his trial since November 21st, and no word on whether he's guilty or innocent of what he recently did in July. He already went to court 3 months ago and he pled not guilty, so no word on whether he's guilty or innocent while he's going through this trial right now. I'm not completely done listening to Mystikal's music, but if he's found guilty, then I can't listen to his music anymore. I'm not listening to his music at this moment because of what he recently did. But if he's found guilty that I can't listen to his music anymore, I'm just not listening to it at this moment, because that nigga had no right to be punching that woman, pulling her braids out, strangling her, doing the R word to her, and accusing her of stealing $100 from him. The question is, do you think Mystikal is a worse sexual predator than Robert Kelly, or you think they're both equally the same sexual predator? I mean, we shouldn't even compare Mystikal to R. Kelly. They're not on the same level, but both of these niggas are sick. And I can't believe I enjoyed their music. First time Mystikal went to jail for doing the R word to a woman, I was too young to understand. I was only 12 years old when he got locked up the first time he did this shit to a woman. Second time he went to jail for this, I didn't say anything. I just stood there with a blank stare on my face like, really, Mystikal, I can't believe you still going around doing the same shit to these women. When I thought you learned your lesson for the first time, you did it. Now the third time, I'm like, I need to take this guy's music off my playlist for a while till he gets it together. Otherwise, lock him up and throw away the key. If they gave R. Kelly the 30-piece, they need to give Mystikal the 35-piece. And if Tammy Cinch, WWE Hall of Famer, is found guilty of what she's going through right now, they need to give her the 40-piece. So, I will keep you guys updated on Robert Kelly and Mystikal. You thought part one of my video about them was crazy. Like I said, you ain't seen nothing yet. I might make another video about them before the end of this year. If not, then I might have to do it next year. But yeah, that's pretty much all I got to say about this. And just to let y'all know, that new album from Robert Kelly is fake. But people have been listening to it and they said it's good, but I don't want to listen to that shit. I don't listen to this guy's music anymore, and I'm not going to get back listening to it anytime soon. Even if they dismiss his Chicago case and let him out of jail, I ain't going to get back listening to his music. And if Mystikal is found guilty of this trial, then I have to let the DJs know at Miami's classic hip-hop and R&B station Vibe 927 that they don't need to be playing Mystikal's music anymore. And I think they need to also stop playing Kanye's music on Miami's classic hip-hop and R&B station Vibe 927. Because like I said, Kanye has not been himself lately. But that's pretty much going to wrap up my video. More talk on R. Kelly and Mystikal. If you're new here, hit subscribe if you like the content and hit that notification bell for my next Robert Kelly and Mystikal rant. Be sure to give this video a thumbs up. Leave your comment down below. If you heard about the new Robert Kelly album, do you agree with what I'm saying, that the album is fake, is bootlegged, and it's leaked? And do you think it was actually him singing? Even in that song that he did in 2018 called I Admit It. Ain't nobody gonna buy this nigga shit. Nobody's gonna buy his albums. Not even his classic albums, nobody's gonna buy them. Nobody's gonna buy any of Mystikal's albums either. Although he ain't put out an album in the past 2 decades. Even if he did put a new album out, nobody's gonna buy it because of what he recently did. I'm not going to be making videos tomorrow because I'm excited about tomorrow's NFL game between the Houston Texans and the Dallas Cowboys to see who would take the cake and become 4-3. So I will catch you on the next one. Don't follow your dreams, chase them. Peace.